There's a moment most of us know. The body is tired, tender. Something in you is asking clearly, quietly, unmistakably for rest. And you look at the day ahead and you choose not to listen. Not because you don't hear it, you do. You just have things to do. People counting on you, a version of yourself that does not slow down unless it absolutely has to. So you push through. And then the next day arrives and the tiredness is still there, and now it has brought a friend, a low, persistent reminder that you have been ignoring something real. If you know that feeling, you're in the right place, because that moment, the push through, the override, is where this teaching begins. There is a difference between hearing what you need and actually listening to it. Hearing is passive. Hearing is the signal arriving. Hearing is noticing the tiredness, the tension, the thing that keeps surfacing no matter how many times you redirect your attention. Most of us are good at hearing ourselves. Listening is something else. Listening is choosing to honor what arrived. Listening is letting the signal mean something. Listening is the moment you stop arguing with what you already know and simply respond. And here's the honest truth about the gap between those two things. Most of us were never taught to close it. We were taught to be productive, to push through, to earn our rest rather than take it when it is needed, to treat the body's signals as inconveniences rather than information. So the gap grows, and the intuition keeps sending, and we keep hearing it and not listening until something stops us. Sometimes the stopping is dramatic. Sometimes it is something much smaller. A song comes on. A single line of something you were not looking for reaches through all the noise and finds you. And in that moment, the argument you have been having with yourself, the one that says, I do not have time, I cannot afford to stop, I will rest when I have earned it, goes quiet. What if rest is not weakness? What if slowing down is not failure? What if your body has been right all along, and the only thing standing between you and what you need has been the belief that you have to deserve it first? You do not have to earn rest. You were born deserving it. So you stop. Not because the calendar cleared. It did not. Not because everything is handled. It is not. You stop because something in you finally said, enough. I am choosing to listen now. And you lie down, or you sit, or you simply go still. And every time a restless thought comes in, and they do come, you bring yourself back. On the inhale, you say to yourself, in. On the exhale, you say, out. That is the whole practice. That is all it takes to begin closing the gap. There is something that happens when you finally choose to listen to yourself. It is not dramatic. There's no sudden clarity, no instant relief. What happens is quieter than that. The body exhales, not the breath, the whole body. Some held thing begins to release. And in that release, something becomes available that was not available before. The next true thing. What you actually need. What you have actually been carrying. What has been waiting underneath all the pushing through. That is what intuition is. Not a mystical force separate from you. It is you. It is the deepest part of you that has been watching, noticing, and trying for years to get your attention through every channel it knows. The tiredness, the tension, the low persistent ache that shows up when you have been overriding yourself too long. It does not stop communicating just because you ignore it. It keeps sending. And when you finally go still enough to receive it, it is always there. You were born knowing how to hear yourself. The practice is remembering how to actually listen. And it does not have to be perfect. Perfect is a myth. It is not real. You do not have to lie down for hours or meditate for 30 minutes or do anything that requires more of you than you have. One breath, one moment of stillness, one choice to say, I hear you, and I'm listening now. If this teaching is resonating with you, I want you to know there's a next step available whenever you are ready. The Pause Reflection Journal is 8 days of gentle, honest prompts, one a day, designed to help you practice exactly this, slowing down and actually listening to what is already there. No homework, no test, no right answer, just a quiet daily space to choose the gap between hearing and listening. It is available for download in the description below. And here is the question I want to leave you with. Where in your life right now are you hearing yourself, but not yet listening? You do not have to answer here, but if you'd like to share, share.